Okay, we'll call the meeting to order on the third day of February at 10 a.m. of the LaPorte County. Pardon?
March.
What did I say? February? Okay, that's right. It changed a couple of days ago. Of March. And I'll ask first, are there any remonstrators in the audience? I don't think so. You're probably here for business. And the gentleman back there also, okay? Okay, for those of you who may be speaking, you can stand and be sworn in, please.
What place are you here for?
LaPorte Colombian Club.
Okay, I think it's an automatic renewal, no violations, right?
No, that I know of.
Okay, good, me neither. You don't have to be sworn in then.
Okay.
Sweet.
You also?
This is Mo and me, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Do you solemnly, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers that you gave on your application or any testimony you give to any questions asked by the board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. You can be seated, please. All right. We have, she's the one that's marked renewal then?
She's on Lisa's board. You don't have to worry about her. She's on Lisa's.
Okay. All right, vote for board number 1, we have all renewals.
State the people on board 1 first.
Oh, yeah, all right. The people, the board members are on board 1 are Michelle Trevor, John McDaniel.
John McDaniel, LaPorte County.
Ron Schaefer, LaPorte County.
And Barry Nostine, myself for Michigan City. Okay. We have all renewals. The renewals are as follows. Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, Mino's House of Pancakes, Silver Horseshoe Bar and Grill, The Grocery Shop, Fish Lake Market, Jimmy's Grub and Pub, J&J Endeavors, Albano's, and Albano's has a couple restaurants. This is one on Franklin Street, Michigan City. Michigan City Brewing Company, Albracio's, which is located on Franklin Street, Michigan City. And those are all automatic renewals, so do I have a motion?
Motion to renew.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
January minutes. Right there.
Oh, okay.
You have to review them electronically today.
All right.
Mine says too. Okay. And then this one we're not gonna.
So there were no
Okay.
February
This
minutes
one today, we're continuing it.
to approve since the
Right.
meeting was canceled. So this is January.
And I sign it.
Yep. Sign it. So this is the January 6th minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Just electronically. I usually print them for you guys.
Good.
All right. So I will make a motion to approve the January Board 1 minutes.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. And that's the work for the board number 1. Number 2.
Okay, good morning. I'm Lisa Daniel King. I'm the representative for board number 2, which is the city of LaPorte. And I'm going to start today with my automatic renewals. This morning I have the Pine Grove Banquet Hall on US 35 North. I have Walgreens at 525 East Lincoln Way. I have doing business as Asian Fusion or Four Seasons Asian Restaurant at 701 Lincoln Way.
Approved.
I have LaPorte Colombian Club, which is doing business as Knights of Columbus on 412 Lincoln Way. Walgreens at 1302 West State Road 2. And that's it for my automatic renewals. Can I have a
Motion to approve.
second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, did we announce the board members of this board?
No, I'm sorry. Besides myself, I'm Lisa Daniel King.
Ron Schaefer, LaPorte County.
Michelle,
John McDaniel, LaPorte County.
and Michelle Trevor, State Excise Police.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, and then today we have a new applicant, new license applicant.
Well, the gentleman, so you were,
Columbia Utility Renewals.
Yep.
okay,
That's
so
Knights of Columbus.
you're welcome to stay, but you're free to go. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And my friend, it's his memorial conference room, so I never knew that.
Ah, nice.
Okay. Would you please come up and have a seat in front of us? Tell us your name.
My name is Kim Riley.
And you are the owner?
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I see you applied for a river and lake instead of a regular three-way. Why did you choose river and lake? Just
That's what I was told to apply for. This is all new to me, so if I applied for the incorrect one, then...
No, it's not, I mean, it's right on the, we're checking the map because it's right on the edge that we can tell inside, because you're before Clay Street.
Yes, in between Clay and Monroe.
Yeah.
And who told you to apply for that?
I believe it was somebody within the city. I'd have to go back through my emails to find the information.
Okay.
I think we were working with Bert Cook as far as determining things. I'm trying to think of who else might have been in that. I can't tell you 100% who told me this.
Okay.
Okay. But the city said you are definitely inside the river district?
They said that this was the one that I was supposed to be applying for, yes. So if I've done this wrong, then please help me correct this.
It's not wrong.
Okay.
I mean, we it's new to us as well. It's
Okay.
only a little over a year old, and
Oh, okay.
correct me if I'm saying it wrong, but we're still learning the boundaries.
Okay.
Because of where the river actually is
Gotcha.
in correlation with the boundaries of the licenses that are available
I understand.
for that, for that. And so,
Right. And so when you say, well, somebody told me to apply for it, well, how do I know secretary lead and, and how do I know what the qualifications are to
I can look through my
determine?
emails
So-
to find that, but as far as off the top of my head, I'm not sure who told me to go this direction.
Okay. So I saw you posted your orange sign in the window. Did you
Yes.
bring that affidavit? that you
I do
posted?
have the paperwork with
Okay.
me.
I'll need that before you go.
Okay.
Why don't you start by just telling the board what your business model is going to be, what your experience with owning and or serving alcoholic beverages is, and things like that, and your menu, and then we'll ask questions as
Right.
needed.
Sounds good. So we are going to be the Red Door Lounge and Fire Kitchen. We are bringing in the big domed pizza oven to serve firewood pizzas and small plates. The menu will rotate seasonally depending on what type of produce and such are available. We are doing the three-way license with wines, craft beers, and signature cocktails. Our business model is that we're selling an experience. We're not selling the food, we're not selling the beverage, we're selling an experience. These two items are going to be the support to the experience. I'm trying to think of what else did you need to...
So your menu is going to have pizzas and what else?
It's going to have roasted vegetables, it's going to have meats, it's going to have dips, we're going to do cheese and meat boards. For example, it's more of a Mediterranean flair to it since we're using the pizza oven. So
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying to think of what else.
And what is your experience with either running an alcohol establishment or serving?
Me personally, this is my first business that I will be owning. I have worked with many different restaurants along the way in Michigan City. I supported Fire and Water when they were down at the beach. I was manager running both the kitchen and then helping out upstairs with the beverage program. I was associated with Chickpea Mediterranean. They had a small bar there with a small kegerator and liquor as well. Let's see what else. I helped my parents. They owned a liquor store in Michigan City as well that I helped run the counter when needed to step in. I've done extensive events, being a bartender, serving at those. I was associated with a pop-up that was at Arcadia, bartending events there as well as needed. Let's see what else. I think that's about the extent of my personal experience.
Okay, so some of those restaurants you mentioned, Fire and Water, are any of those still in business?
Chickpea is. I'm no longer associated with them.
Okay.
Fire and Water was bought out by Patrick's Grill and is now Sunset Grill, I think it is now.
Okay.
Do you have a floor plan by any chance?
I do have on my phone that I could provide to you, yes. I don't have it
21
printed
and
out.
above, or family dining as well?
21 and above.
Okay.
And how many employees will you have?
I will have around 10 employees.
Okay.
And that could change depending on...
Need?
Exactly.
Sure. Response.
Yes.
And when are you hoping to open?
At the end of this month, beginning of April.
I saw where you had, it was on Facebook, I think, where you had you can't call it a soft opening, but the mayor was there, and I don't know what that was. But
It was a meet and greet. We wanted to introduce ourselves to a few in the community. I did invite my neighbors within the block, but unfortunately it was the week of our large snowstorm, and it shut the world down here. And so we ended up doing that the following week. We wanted to pick everyone's brain in the community to say, hey, we want to kind of bring you something that LaPorte is lacking. So what kind of foods are you interested in? What kind of beverages are you interested in? You know, what need can we fulfill for you guys? So that's what that was, just to kind of say hi and get some ideas. So
Sure.
Okay. What about health department? Have you been in communication with them?
we have, yes. We're getting ready to get our kitchen pulled together and the final permit established. We have been in contact. I have someone working with me, contractor and such. With the city, we had to put in a waste, the oil
Grease trap.
Grease trap, there we go. You get them under pressure and your brain doesn't work. But yes, we just installed a new one of those, and we're getting everything up to code to what we need. So.
Okay. Health department is in the back there. If you
That was you.
if you want to reach out to her, you know, because she'll probably do more than one inspection.
I understand completely.
So, yeah, just make sure you tie everything up you need to with the health department.
Of course.
Excise inspection will be last.
Okay.
So as long as you comply with all the building code, health department, you'll comply with us, especially if
Fabulous.
you're 21 and above. So,
Fabulous.
I don't have any
I don't
other
really.
questions. At this point, we'll assume that they're in the district based on the city map, and that the city the mayor's office had to give them a letter to apply downstate, and then downstate has to receive all that in order to
Do the final approval.
to send it out, even to put it on the schedule. So we'll assume everybody did their job correctly, and
We did provide a letter from the city, and all that paperwork I think has already been.
that's what I said. You have to
Okay.
supply that, otherwise it doesn't
Otherwise
even
it
come
wouldn't
here.
work.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Gotcha.
even be here
Okay.
if you didn't have all that stuff. So we'll just assume everybody's done their job and checked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't have any further questions. Does anyone
I
else?
don't have any.
No? Okay, can I get a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Motion to
Are we
approve.
doing a 1 year or 2 since it's new?
It's automatically 1 year when it's new.
Automatically 1, okay.
Okay.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion's granted, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
See you next year.
Yes,
yes.
for sure.
We're coming in to check it out.
Fabulous, thank you, we can't wait.
And is your email on your application?
I believe it is, yes.
Okay, I will send you an email so you have my contact information, so when
Sounds
you're
good.
ready for the inspection, then I can come out and do that.
All right, do I need to supply the floor plan for you?
I was just curious
I
if you
have
did.
it.
I was gonna say, I believe it was with the
She's got it.
application, so.
She'll
Okay,
share it with me.
sounds good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay,
Here's for 2 minutes from January.
okay,
It was just the 2 places.
okay.
But we still have a couple of things on the agenda.
Well, we do have one that needs to be continued till next month.
Yep.
Okay, so
Who are you here for? You walked in late?
Normal LLC.
Okay, that's who we're
That's-
going to discuss right now.
okay. So can I just turn it over to you? then?
Yes.
You-
So you can come on up. You had a violation
He hasn't been sworn in.
this year already, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And there's an alert in the system, so we can't hear or renew your permit today
Okay,
until you resolve that issue with the prosecutor.
okay.
Have you gotten a letter yet from them?
I just got the one for the violation that we had, and that's all I have.
Yep. So until you resolve that, which we're assuming within the next month, you will. We can't renew the license
Okay,
when the state puts a hold on it.
okay. And the hold is because of the violation that we had.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. So you got the letter from the prosecutor that said we recommend this or that or whatever.
no. All I have from Jeff is. Oh, I'm sorry. This one.
Bring it up.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Okay. All right. When does your permit expire? Do you know?
The extension, I believe, expires next month.
In April?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is still showing that there is a hold in here, that they haven't received this yet. But it looks like you mailed it, what, 10 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Did you mail it right away the day you signed it?
Yes. There was also, so when this whole, for the extension, I applied for the extension and they also did not receive it in time, so that's why we were in this.
Interim.
Okay, the hold was placed on the 8th of February. He agreed to a $250 fine on the 20th.
Oh, so right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so if it's okay, I mean, I could go to a restaurant, just pick up another check and just bring it over, if that's okay.
We don't take money here.
No.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and swear him in, and then we can discuss if we want to go ahead and
And
hear
at
it.
least get the details so we know what.
Yeah, based on his paperwork.
Okay. Would you please stand and raise your right hand? Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers that you gave on your application or any testimony you give to any questions asked by this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead and sit down.
So, when did you receive the letter let's see. Okay, so February 8th, the letter was sent. That's when the hold was put for expired business permit. Why don't you tell the board about the violation? What happened?
So we filed late. I did file for the extension before the permit was expired. They didn't get it in time. It got to the building, but before that, I guess they have their own post office inside the building that it has to go through all that, and then they take it to the prosecutor.
Okay.
So they didn't get in time. The day that the officers came in, I was already on my way to Indianapolis because I believe that was a Tuesday, and I believe our permit expired on Friday. Now I was on my way on Tuesday to pick up the extension because I never heard back from the prosecutor.
Okay.
Processor.
I'm sorry. So I went over and I talked to Jeff. He issued the extension. I had to reapply for the extension because by that time they had still not received it. But I believe they stamped it on the 6th, where is at on that paperwork.
The request for the extension, January 6th.
So this, if I remember correctly, this was our first experience with a river and lake, and it was El Cantarita, right? And so it's for 1 year. So so the violation we're talking about is that it was for the renewal of that 1 year, right? Correct. Okay. So I just want to bring the board because I remember when we did that. So
Yeah. So you didn't have the property tax form? Is that, you didn't send that with the renewal?
So that was sent in the first package.
Okay.
And then I resent. So because they didn't receive it in time, and Jeff told me, you need to apply for it again. So on the spot, I filled out the application again with the extension, and I handed that over. But I didn't have the property tax clearance schedule because that's something that I get through the county. So he said, just file this right now, and then he said once we receive the once we get the one that's here in the building, but we have not received it, then I'll mail that back because that already had a check with that. It had the check for extension and the check for the actual permit for the renewal.
okay.
So he said he was going to send all that back, which they did. In that package was the property tax claim schedule, the original. So as soon as I got it, I mailed that one back in.
Okay.
So Jeff does have that.
Okay. So the permit expired on January 5th of 2022.
Okay.
So paperwork needs to be filed 3 months in advance.
Yes.
You have other businesses,
Yeah.
and you run good businesses. I know, but I imagine with this kind of being in the middle of the holidays, you're gonna have to jump on it in October so that once November, December gets here, you don't kind of lose track of that. So, all right. So, but you had been operating. If I remember the report right, you had been operating on the expired permit for like 4 or 5 days before the officers went in there or something. The prosecutor offered a $250 penalty, and you agreed to that?
Yes.
Is that right? And sent it down on February 20th.
Okay.
So, based on your paperwork, thank you for bringing that. I mean, I would say, we can go ahead even though because what's going to happen is they might get this afternoon,
Right.
Off of here, and I'd hate to hold it up for a month.
Okay, so question is, now that it's passed this license is past its first year, this renewal would normally be for 2 years, but because there was a violation?
No, renewals are all 1 year.
Okay,
The permittees pay every year
Okay.
to get their license renewed. The 2 year comes in, it only comes here to the local board
okay.
every 2 years, unless there's a violation.
Okay.
Then it will come the
That's
next
where I'm
year.
getting confused.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, everything's a 1 year renewal. As you know, 1 year you'll file your paperwork and you get your permit back in 2 weeks. They're like, oh, here it is. And the next year you'll file it and it's 3 months later because it comes here, goes back, then it comes to you. So that's why 1 year is always real quick and 1 year is slow. So
understand.
when we say 2-year renewal,
Right.
means the first year is going to be
in front of
fast
us
as
every
long
2
as there's no problem. Right.
Got it, okay.
So
All right.
still only 1 year renewal, but however, now with a violation, we have the option, now keep in mind, well, this violation just occurred, but that you can make a motion for a 1 year renewal, which says next year it won't automatically come in the mail. It will come to
in
the
front of us
board.
again? Okay.
So that's all the 1 year renewal does,
Okay.
basically. Versus
Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Ron?
We're gonna do this for 1 year or 2 years or what?
Honestly,
make the
you make the motion, whatever
I'll make
motion
the
you
motion,
make.
we do it for 1 year.
Okay.
Second, okay, we have a motion on the floor to renew your license for 1 year. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, opposed? No. Motion carried, so you're renewed.
Okay, thank
So
you.
again, just next year, it will come here again, so it'll be a little slower than
It's
than
fine.
probably you're used to, and that was the confusion, so.
So starting about October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will, yes, I will, yeah.
I have to put everything in my phone now to alert me.
Well, I
All right,
appreciate it.
you're
Thank you for your
welcome.
time. Thank you.
Yeah,
for putting your
yes,
paperwork
thank
in.
you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Okay. We approve the minutes for January.
I'll approve the minutes for
Yeah.
February.
January, February, we weren't
We
here.
didn't have a meeting.
January, February.
Yeah.
I'll second.
Or two.
I'll make
Okay.
the motion.
Second, motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Minutes carried, or minutes passed. Any other business, I guess? No?
No?
Okay, so we're going to adjourn board number 2 at 10:27.
All right.
Thank you.
Meeting's adjourned.
Yep.